Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a request from Thomas, who wanted the Zaku 4 in the Purge Trooper Commander colors from Star Wars. And I think those turned out pretty well. I did use a little bit of camo because there are pieces on the commander's armor, particularly the skirt, that are black lined with red as opposed to being, straight up black or red. So, yeah, a little bit of that. And tiny bit of white for the stripes on the arms and the one leg. And other than that, yeah, I think it turned out fairly well. So I had not run the Zaku 4 in forever, and I really like it. It has a fast charging, fast cooling rifle that pierces when charged, and yeah, has very low, very quick cooldown between shots. So at least for a an overheating rifle. So I'm good with that. And it also has a pair of beam machine guns and a set of beam Vulcans. So yeah, which I have finally stopped mistaking for the laser nose. So that is that's good. It also has one of those beam knuckles that the Iliopaz, or is it beam or heat? It is beam. Okay, that the Iliopazom type uses in pairs. So yeah, it's a it's a pretty good support. It's a little bit, it's a little bit chunky. So even though it is fast and decently armed, it does take a fair amount of fire. But yeah, and this sometimes I have had this problem for just the entire time I played the game, which is that I incorrectly anticipate what someone's going to do and set up for an attack, and then it never happens. And yeah, so I think what has changed is that I'm more willing to get out of that faster now. So that is at least something. Just I always feel kind of dumb when I do that, but I guess it happens. But yeah, the enemy team actually has two supports. One is a Zamel, and I forget what the other one is. But yeah, so I luckily Impact Site is a relatively smallish map because otherwise, even with my rifle, I'd be getting outranged by the Zamel. There's still a couple of times where that happens, but yeah, it's not too bad. The problem, of course, being that the Zamel has both heavy staggers and stun defense, which yeah can be an issue. The rifle does pierce, so I remembered that later in the course of this round, so I did not manage to line. I did not even try honestly to line up the two because taking out the Zamel was more important, I thought, and I think generally I was correct. We are all kind of beat up. I think not having a Zamel firing on us from a distance is going to help with that. And yeah, took the shot, saw the support fire, decided to get out of the way, hopefully in time. Yes, and I was about right as to where it was, unfortunately. So yeah, one of our teammates got hit. We did not take the point, and yeah, again we are all very thoroughly damaged, and they are pretty well coordinated and going to come in fresh. So it's still an effort to get out of that trench frequently, but yeah, that given how much health they have and the fact there's only three of us, that and they still have point D, that they have a pretty good shot at it. But yeah, there's also a Gundam. I forget where. I think it's the Engage booster, not the Engage Zero. I have a lot of trouble keeping those apart at this point. But they're like, I guess just because I've been at it longer, I have a much easier time keeping Zaku variants apart than I do Engages. But yeah, the Zamel, of course, took me out because the only thing I had that I could get ready in time to do anything to it was the uh, Vulcans, and yeah, they are not going to stop a Zamel. But I did get a shot in before I got killed. I almost said something other than shot, which no harm in probably, but I just generally try not to do. Honestly, I don't even know why. Like, my late grandmother like swore like a sailor. There was a story. She once she hid a reel-to-reel tape deck in her oven and had her friends over from the neighborhood to like play cards or sit and have tea party, something like that. And because she meant to catch them and find and show them all how much they cursed and the only person she got was herself. So yeah, but that said, she was a great person. There was no, there's no corroboration between those two things one way or another. But let's see. Yeah, we're behind a little bit, but so far so good. Yeah, unfortunately, also, I don't have any weapons that cause splash damage, and I don't have any weapons that are just particularly good for things on the ground, so. And here's the other support, a Gyaradoga heavy weapons type. So yeah, I am up against two supports that can heavy stagger. Someone sent take the supports. I can imagine if you're a general, frustration has to be pretty big on those. Our Birelink Custom was ready with the drive-by right after I stunned the Gyaradoga, so that's not bad. And yeah, Zamel, I am right in its sights. That was foolish, but it's doing a pretty competent job of spreading out its stuns to make sure that, to, stop as many people as possible. The Zamel player is really good. Luckily, yeah, now I have enough resources, basically in the terms of health, to tank through and get it stopped so someone else could get it. I'm betting the Ireland again, and that is fine by me. Yeah, I seem to recall, like, assists were more or less my best subject for this round, so. And yeah, the Gyaradoga is back. I'm pretty sure it's what just shot me in the back. It has less stun defense than the Zamel does, but unfortunately I used up all my health, face tanking the Zamel for no good reason, so here we are. But let's see. Yep. Okay, it's the Angelo Girazulu. For some reason, I thought it was the Gyaradoga heavy weapons type. This is 600, so I believe both are available at this cost. And both good supports. The Angelo seems to be using the large Bruno Gun Kai, which I believe when it's charged still does cause heavy stagger. I forget. I'm bad with brain things. Yep, good advice. Don't give up yet. I'm pretty sure we can get this. Yeah, just trying to land some shots. There is one of them. Yeah, I got my, okay, I guess my charged rifle heavy staggers, which I had not realized all this time, probably because I was shooting a Zamel. Yeah, okay, good to know. And yeah, I am just trying to just push up here because, yeah, when there's less than a minute on the clock and you're a couple thousand points down, you can't play defensively. Like, because all the enemy has to do is walk away. So you kind of have to live in their sinus cavity if you are going to win the fight. And charging too early, but just firing anywhere and everywhere I can. Somebody got a kill. We are very slightly ahead, and now we either need one more kill or to keep the Virulent Custom alive, and I think that's what happened in the end, so yeah, we got it. And like I said, I'm pretty happy with how the paint came out. I hope you are too, Thomas, and pretty happy with my performance. Decent assist score. Super Gundam. Oh yeah, 2 supports each. Super Gundam did great damage, as they tend to do. 1 and 2, 79,000 damage, decent amount of assists. I guess I will take that. And that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. Later this week, Gundam Seed Battle Destiny comes out for Steam. It is a remaster of a PlayStation Vita game. And I am really looking forward to it because I haven't played that one in specific, but I played some of the PSP games by the same company, and they are really good. The company in question, I believe, is ArtDink, who also, if my memory is correct, did the port of Ogre Battle for the PlayStation 1 and No One Can Stop Mr. Domino.